Hey family, it's Sandra, a queen. Bring. It's pretty, ain't it? It's a pen. I really should have did it with my crochet needle. But I just once again want to thank Google. I got 1.9 mil on my way to 2 million views and followers, and I'm excited. I'm so happy. Ooh, it's a dream come true. I didn't even think it was going to be like this, you all. I also want to thank on my one of my contracts, the school when I have. I'm a lead manager. I've been there truthfully a year, but they had other people going up for the same position as I did. They hired me April 2nd of this year, so I've only been there 5 months, and now I'm a lead manager. So woo woo, yay! But all at the same time, I'm still working on my businesses because I hear God saying, "Come out the workforce." This is the last one. I am grateful for the success, though, y'all. You gotta despise not small beginnings. You just be grateful. I wasn't trying to race against anyone else. I was just doing what God had told me to do, which was to do my job, service people. When you do what you're supposed to do, then God will do what He's supposed to do towards you, and I'm grateful for that. I just want to thank the Lord for just getting in touch with my childhood. Can't you hear me talking to you? This book is from 1971. Originally, my sister had it. She brought it home. I could read when I was little, right, y'all? I was real young. I could read very well. And so, I read this book, and it was about children growing up in the ghetto in New York. But I'm gonna tell you, every state got a ghetto, and our ghetto wasn't real bad, but it wasn't really good either. So I could really relate to this book. And then last weekend, I was just sitting here, and I said, "Man, I wonder if that book's still out." And this was the last one that I ordered. This book is great. It's just good to, you know, get in touch with your childhood, heal your inner child, because this was something that I really wanted to read, and it just crossed my mind. I'm working on my next deck. Actually, I think I have two dual decks that I'm going to work on. One is about healing your inner child, and the other one is Nature Heals. And that's part of my walk with the Lord. That part of my healing was that I went out in nature, even in the wintertime. I made sure I was bundled up, but I went out to just breathe and to gather in what was around me. It was a time to reflect. It was a time to forgive. Success comes from forgiving, but it took God to do that. It's not something that just comes overnight to your soul and your spirit. Not forgiving can hinder you. It can hold back your blessings. But once you get rid of that pain, I like to talk to people who feel left out, who feel like they are forgotten. I always felt forgotten. And I don't think it's something I ever share with anyone. But it seemed like everyone else was passing me by. And I always loved that song by Pastor Marvin Winans, "Could It Be God Saved the Best for Last?" And I'm definitely in the last of the race and running. But you know what? Point is, I'm running. I kind of feel like Miss Crowley from Sing 2. I don't know if y'all saw that. It was funny. I'm not going to get a spoiler, but boy, she was a real fighter. Poor baby had an apple up in her eye. She couldn't find her eyeball, so she stuck an apple in there and kept running. And I mean, sometimes in life, you just got to take what's before you and keep going. You feel like the least of them all, and people don't understand that. I don't think they get it. And then how God can, bless me where I don't have to give up my childhood just to get some people to follow me or love me or care or whatever. But this is happening so quickly and so rapidly until I have to get a lot of rest, because during the daytime there are other times when I have a lot of counselors, people telling me about the tax issues as far as having your own business, the tax situations, how you switch over from one corporation into another, because you start paying yourself, and just all these things. But I'm grateful for God just for being there. It's a lot, y'all. And I just take it one day at a time. When I get tired of business, I just cut it off. And then if I want to go have some fun, I go have some fun, which I've been having a lot of fun. I'm about to celebrate these 2 mil people in a minute. I'm happy. I've just been in happy mode. I stay happy anyway. I have my own joy because I have my own bubble. Thankful for God, for all of you that just have been showing me love down through the years. Those of you that have been there. Um, Lost somebody really dear to me. It's been a few years now, but her name was Pat. And I was going through my phone and I heard her say, "Hey Sandy, it's Pat. I love you." And her daughter's Ash Cash, and she's on there, and I told her, I said, girl, the older you get, the more you looking like your mom. And I remember she was such a sweet young lady. She said, Mommy, why don't you let me have your friend? Which was talking about me. She said, I want your best friend. She gonna be my best friend too. And I was. I loved her family. Beautiful family. She taught me how to really enjoy bringing everybody together. She had these birthday bashes that was just crazy. I mean, I loved it. She had the strawberry cake. That cake was huge. And she just was like for everybody. She was for the family. She was full of love. She said, Sandy, I'm just going to get like 4 or 5 things and have the waiters put it on the table. I mean, when she partied, she partied. This lady had it together. And so I remember her having a port up here. She showed me. She said, never let it get to this point, Sandy. Never let this happen to you. She said, if you can't, go to the gym, work out, whatever you need to do, but take care of you. Put you first. Don't put everybody else ahead of you. She had the beautifulest grandbabies, Ash Cash babies. They so sweet. And whole family just beautiful, handsome and gorgeous. And we would all just come together, and that was the last party we had with her. And oh my God, I loved her so much. But to hear that message in my voicemails, my phone saved it. And I just felt like that was from God, her telling me she loved me. And I love her so much for just being in my corner. Just one of the best people ever. I don't want to start naming people, but you know, she just really, we would sit on my balcony and look at the water by night and just talk about God and talk about how she felt and, you know, life. And, you know, you need people like that. She was older than me. Most of my friends are older than I am. And that's cool too. It's all good in the neighborhood. You know, they can teach you something that sometimes people your age can't. They just don't know. It's about experience. But older people have a lot to tell you. So today, you know what? On YouTube, I got to say this. My crochet is what's excelling. And I was taught by many mentors and teachers that whatever's excelling, that's what you go with. So I'm going to keep crocheting, okay, y'all? I'm going to kind of fall back on the nails and everything. It's not doing as good as the crochet. Y'all love for me to crochet. So this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to crochet. I wanted to pull the camera down so you all can just watch me do this. It seems like I'm not good at that either. So what I'm going to do, I'm being honest, y'all. I'm serious. So what I'm going to do is show you how I create what I create. A lot of times, don't be afraid to experiment with crochet. But this here, I don't know if you can see it. There is glitter. This is purple glitter in here. There's lime green and there's apple green, Granny Smith apple green in here. But this is going to be another one of my blankets. This one I started on sometime back last year in the fall. And I don't know if you can see it, but I didn't finish it. You know, once I started with my businesses, I have to like rotate doing all of this so that I'll have time for everything. But this is a circular. I love the circular ones because they seem to, I can do this quicker than if, and this is really big. It used to be small. But this is my circular one because, you know, this is something that I love to do is crochet. This is my piece. I have many things that I peacefully love to do. Crochet has to be my first one. I started crocheting like 3 years back, if you all can believe that. But what I want to show you today is how to connect and how to do corners, okay? Now, it's looking a little oblong and funny, and that's because I have different yarns that I used, okay? Sometimes the yarn, well anyway, sometimes the yarn can be of different textures which will cause it to move differently. So what you want to do is put your needle in here. I'm going to sit closer up on you all, okay? I'm going to move closer so that you can see what I'm doing. Sometimes it's hard to see from a distance. So what I'm going to do is move closer to you, okay? I know you can see my beautiful face, and I'll see what you all have to say a little later. I hope you be nice. Now, be nice, y'all. Be nice. But anywho, here we go. All right, so here, I already have a stitch right here. So what you want to do to add your next color is tie it together. So I tie the 2 yarns together like that. Just make a knot, tie it. Now, whatever side you decide to be the back of your project, make that the back, and whatever you decide to be the front, make it the front. Now, what you have to do is just look, and you choose. Whichever side looks the best, that'll be the front. Whatever side looks not so great, that'll be the back. That's all I can tell you at this point. Okay. Uh-oh. It popped the loose. It don't really matter. You don't have to connect them, but I like to. And what you do is you skip over it if it skip over where you connected it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, so we're ready to rock and roll. Now I was doing double stitch, okay? So what you want to do is move your 2 yarns to the back. It's actually not all that secure. So what you want to do is loop that, go in, come out, pull that knot through to the back. I'm pulling it to the back, y'all. Pull it to the back. Pull it to the back. It's on the back side, see? And then you loop again. You go through the first 2, go through the next 2. Okay, we're going to do it again. You pull it through, go through the first 2, go through the next 2, go to the next one, pull it through, and I'm just using pink because I couldn't find anything else. Go through the next 2. What I want to do is probably just pull the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, see? Can you see it? So what you want to do is loop it over, go in, come out, 1, pull it through the next 2 loops, 2. It's going to give it a different look, and that's fine. You want to go through that same stitch again because this is the fishnet stitch. See it? It's squared. You see the square? See that? Okay, so what you want to do is go through like that. Okay? See it? Now, we loop it around. You see this corner? See this corner right here? You go in, 1, 2. You loop it, go in, 1, 2. You don't have to make an extra stitch. See how it's starting to look? I'm changing the look of it. And that's okay. You can have different stitches and change the look of it. Change the look of it. Go into that corner. You see this corner? See that corner right here? See that corner? I'm going in. Come out. 1, 2. You go in. You go into that next corner. 1, 2. I'm bringing this in now. I don't want to have the fisherman's look anymore. Okay, because I'm trying to change it. I got the fan. It's blowing my dress up. Hey, y'all can't see that though. Okay, so you go into, remember that corner. Remember this corner right here where I'm going in. You wrap it around your needle. You go in. 1, 2. Okay? You go in. 1, 2. And you can see the change that it's making. See how different it look? See how different it look? I'm changing the style of it. And you just keep going. And then I want to show you, once I get to the corner, what you do when you get to the corner. So I'm going to speed things up and go as fast as I can. Okay? Because I want to bring this in. I'm done with it being like this. I don't want it like this anymore. Okay? If you want, just go in, come out, go in, come out. This is called the double stitch. This is how fast I truly go. I'm sure people can probably go faster than I can. I haven't done it in a while, but this is what I do. The fan is kind of blowing my yarn too, y'all. But this is a beautiful start to an Afghan. And you might want to do an Afghan, and this is for men and women now. This is just not for women, everybody. This is for men too. You might want to make someone an Afghan for Christmas. If you're going to do it for Christmas or even for Thanksgiving, do it now. At one point, my family was giving out Christmas gifts on Thanksgiving so that we could just like stay home and relax for the holiday. What I do like about working at the school, I'll be honest, is that I have all the holidays off and it feels great. You just have to know how to pay your bills in advance. I'm telling y'all now, because sometimes school will be out, and due to all these other situations in the world, sometimes it cause school to be out longer than what you expect or anticipate. So you always put your money up. I do. I don't take no chances and all like that. I'm very frivolous. I buy by the bulk. Everything I buy in bulk, and it's just myself right now. And you know, that's just my way of doing and taking care of me. And you just got to do what you got to do. You got to, you know, have reserve. I don't ask anybody for anything. I'll take care of me, and that's okay. You know, it's okay. I'm happy. All right, so All right, here we go, y'all. I'm getting to the end. Okay, I should speed it along. I might speed it up so I can get to the end. I'm almost done. I want to show you what I do when I get to the corners of it. Okay, so I'm going to speed up and go to the end right quick. I'm just going to kind of skip over some things. I can always undo it and do it again later. Hold on. Okay. But I want you to see how I do this on the end. Now, sometimes when you get to the corner, you may need 3 stitches in the same spot, or you may need more. Okay, it all depends. I'm just trying to hurry up and get to the end so I can show you what I do once I get to the end. Okay? Just hang in here with me, okay? It's very beautiful. Uh-oh. It's very beautiful. People love these kind of personal gifts. And right now I'm just doing stuff for people that have really impacted my life. I want them to have something. Excuse those sounds. It's summertime here. We out here on water. So people doing their thing, and I don't have no problems with it. It's just at night when I'm trying to sleep, I really feel irritated. 10, 11 o'clock at night, I think that's so rude to still be grinding bikes and things. Let people rest. Okay, so now I'm at the end, as you see. See that? This is the corner. I'm going to show you. That's the corner. See that on the end? Okay, so when you get to the corner, this is what you do. Go by how it looked. I'm going to do a single stitch. And then what I'm going to do is do the double stitch. Okay, you go in 1, in the same stitch 2, in the same stitch 3, and then from there you wrap it around. You go into that next stitch. Okay, so can you see what I've done? I've got 3 in 1 stitch. That's the corner. That's how you make the corner. And then when you wrap it around, you go into that next following stitch. Okay, and that makes your little rounded corner. Some people like theirs squared off. I'm doing the rounded corners. Okay, so I have a very rounded corner. I don't know if you can see it, but in that same stitch, you go in 3 times. That's 3 times in 1 stitch. Okay, so that's what you do. I'm going to take it loose and show you again. Okay, so when you get to the end, you do a single stitch. I just did the single stitch. What you want to do on this corner is wrap it. You're going in doing double stitches. This is 1, 2. I go in that corner, same corner again. 1, 2. I go in that corner one more time. 1, 2. That's 3 stitches in 1. So then I go around it and I wrap it. I go in and I start again. And as you can see, it's starting to make a corner. Look. You see that corner? I'm going to go down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm going to go down a little bit. A little further down the row. And you'll see what I'm doing. Okay? You'll see that it's making a corner. It doesn't look like it. But watch this. Watch it. See it? Let me pull it so it don't come loose. And I'm making a whole nother corner for it. That's a whole nother corner. See that? Ta-da! And then I'm on to the next corner. See? Some people like the corner squared. I prefer a circular type look. I think it just looks more neat. And then I just keep going. Alright, family, so this is Sandra Queen. Y'all take care. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the care. Thank you for everything everyone has done to just boost me to this point. Everything's going great. Sending you big vibes, big hugs, and lots of love. Mwah. You all take care. Have a great week.